क्या कर रहे हैं ये एंटरप्रेन्योर्स? हाँ जी, काफी कुछ सुना है मैंने इसके बारे में कुछ दिनों में. And here we are doing our first episode. Faad 91 show was started with a basic aim to cover the stories of entrepreneurs on not just entrepreneurial basis. There is much more to an entrepreneur apart from his startup and his business, and that part is not heard of or is not talked about often, and that was the very purpose of the Faad 91 show. To begin with things, we have the first guest needs no introduction, but I, being an adamant boy, will give one. Our first guest is a native to Jaipur and has been born and brought up there. He did his engineering from IIT Bombay. Then he went to Yahoo as his first job, but realized that things took a very slow turn for him. From there, he started a travel giant called Travel Triangle and has felt super excited about it every day. He's a coder, a trend catcher, a real problem solver, and an amazing human being. Let me welcome Mr. Sanchit Garg. How are you? So Sanchit, how are you?
I'm good and thank you for that great introduction.
So let's set the ball rolling, and we have a first segment with us. Our first segment is called Shuruaati Pehlu. So Sanchit, tell me something about how was your upbringing as a child?
I was very techy and nerdy, witty kind of a guy.
Big specs, heavy bags, sitting in the first row of the class, trying to sit there, even though I was not in the elite group of the students. In 6th standard, one of a girl wrote on his desk anonymously that I love Sanchit, and I got furious that what is this. I had complained principal, and principal told my dad. Dad changed my school, and it took me 2 months to realize that it was a boys only school. So I had very little exposure as a childhood.
Well, it was not because Sanchit didn't see any girls and realized that it was.
Yeah.
Well, Sanchit, you look like a person who has a lot of interesting stories. What were the things that fascinated you most as a teenager?
I think what fascinated the most to me were my friends. At every stage of life, I had different set of friends, and I realized that if I sit with smart people and good people, I inherit and imbibe their smartness and goodness in me.
Our second segment is Sawal Niji Zindagi Ke. A very interesting thing that happened in the 2000s when you were working with Google was that there was a term called Y2K bug that had arrived. So tell us something about that bug.
So I got selected to IIT, and then I realized that there's a ranking system and you need to get to departments and select colleges, which is based on your ranks. I didn't know about departments or fields and anything, so I went to my counseling, took whatever my counselor told, and I took computer science there. I came back, and then I heard about Y2K bug. I thought Y2K bug, for those many who don't know, there was a recent WannaCry kind of a bug. It was 100x more tremendous bug that time. And I thought that computer science is going to be over. There are no computers going forward after 5 years. The bug is it. So I called up my friend and I told him, this is what I am thinking. And then he laughed at me and then told me to, quietly go to the college and to the engineering thing and get it done with.
And most of us were probably taking Alpha-Libre or taking chops at that point of time in Y2K bug would have. Also, there's a very famous quote that is said that behind every successful man there is a woman. Tell us something about how has been the journey with your wife Juhi up till now.
I and my wife have been together for last I think 10-12 years. We met on Orkut when I was in 3rd year, and you would remember those messages. Orkut had very low privacy and you could send messages here and there, and that's where we met. And then there were all social issues wherein we had a inter-caste quote-unquote marriage, wherein it took me so much time to convince my society, family that this is what it is going to be. And that time, like in 2008, I hadn't heard many or either love marriages in my society or colony or anything. So I felt out of hypocrisy. I felt that everyone watches Bollywood movies in India, but when it comes to your real life, it just goes outside their mind. I mean, they can't accept that it's a valid cause. But anyway, we got married. My wife wanted always to do a PhD, and for that she was away for 5 years there. I was doing my startup here. So I used to shuffle a lot. Every 6 months I used to be here and there, trying to be with her and also with my startup. I used to get up at 3 a.m. every day in US so that I can get on my desk at 4 and map with my time zone with India time zone to work.
So since you are doing so much and at so different roles, as a husband, as an entrepreneur, and as at varied roles, so my question is, how do you find passion and motivation to juggle between different things and manage all these things efficiently?
You find something to do for which you are very passionate, and then you pursue it. Then if you are passionate about the big thing that you are doing, then small things, there are ups and downs everywhere, no matter whatever you pick. But if you pick one thing or those things which you are highly passionate about, whether it is your marriage, whether it is your job, whether it is your stamp collection, your hobbies, pick those things which you are very, very passionate about, and then ups and downs are just part of stories. You know they are always there. It is not those challenges which are seeking you, you seek those challenges. I have never done something for which I am not passionate about, and for whatever I am passionate about, I have picked it up with my both hands and given in all in whatever I can do. And then it's all a story. Sometimes I feel like I'm the king, other day I feel like, oh no, what I have done. But that's how life is.
Sanchit said a lot of important things in this answer. One of the things that I picked out and which stood outstandingly for me was that if you're doing something that really excites you, then there is no stopping that passion won't flow in. I would like to tell my audiences who all are watching that Sanchit is a very good singer, and he I am not joking. It's not like the Sanchit is offering me a beer after this.
I think I have a good song to sing, and this is one song in which you don't need a good voice. All you need to do is cram lyrics.
Don't tell me you're singing Happy Birthday.
It would have been a good option. But this song is from Devang Patel. माधुरी ने कहा तेरे संग शादी रचाऊं, घर आके मैं तेरे पराठे बनाऊं. माधुरी को मैंने बोला ना बाबा ना, शादी के लिए मैं अभी कच्चा हूँ. 100 साल का छोटा मैं बच्चा हूँ. मेरे दद्दू पहने डाइपर, चश्मे पे उनके वाइपर. मेरे डैडी की टूटे हड्डी, खेलें जब वो कबड्डी. माउंट एवरेस्ट पे मैंने फुटबॉल खेला है, दोनों हाथों से ट्रेन को धकेला है. कुश्ती में दारा सिंह मेरा चेला है, चांद पे मेरा घोड़ों का तबेला है.
Well, this is much better than Honey Singh Rap aaj ke. That's because a lot of entrepreneurs would be watching and they would love to know from you. So I have this question: when you have companies, a lot of travel companies who are already working in this market, then what was really the dire need of a company like Travel Triangle in that sort of setup?
Let me tell you a real life picture where you can also see the need. So it actually happened in around 2011, around then. Me and my founder, Travel Triangle founder, we went to Leh Ladakh for a holiday, and then we were in a shared vehicle with other co-passengers, and we were all talking about the packages we bought, the holiday packages, flight plus hotel plus meal plus cab plus sightseeing and all those things. And then we realized that we have bought with a online travel agent, the famous online travel agents, and we have paid a lot compared to other guys who bought them with the local travel agent of Leh Ladakh. And we realized that all of us are getting serviced by the same guy. We just bought by a middleman who sold us and would have charged his hefty commission. Booking flights and hotels is so much a solved problem. You go and you do click and buy. Same for flights, same for hotels. It's a pretty solved problem. But how do you buy holidays? A lot of us want a holiday package. If you are going for a honeymoon, for a family trip, we get the right travel agents who are the experts, who know Ladakh, who know Kerala, and then these are verified travel agents who would come, understand your requirements, and then provide a quote to you. So let me ask you this: are you a native from Delhi?
Yeah, I am.
So if someone is coming, say from Kerala to Delhi, and he talks to you, the way you can explain Delhi to him, and think about a guy who's a call center guy sitting in Bombay, how would he explain Delhi to him? So it will be very different. You will know Delhi at the back of your hand. So that's why we got those travel agents who are local and expert for their destinations. You can compare, talk to each of them, plan with each of them amazingly well, and then buy with one of them. That is what we wanted to do with Travel Triangle, and that's the marketplace we started in 2012. That time marketplace was not such a common word. The funding scene was also not that great that happened in 13, 14, 15. But we understood the problem. We understood that for the customer, buying a holiday package is not a solved problem, and that is what we wanted to solve by ensuring that he connects to the right travel agent who can tell him about destination and not just sell the fixed cookie cutting factory products. And as you said that when we eliminate the middleman, there the commission, the money that is saved goes to traveler, goes to the local travel agent. We create local employments. I feel like so proud that I have created those employment. We have travel agents in Kerala, Andaman, Kashmir, Northeast, Sri Lanka, Turkey, Bali, Maldives. So I feel so proud when I meet each one of them, and that's what Travel Triangle is all about.
In the first segment, you told about that you had a very well settled life at Google and Yahoo. So you were working in these technology giants. Then I'm sure that stepping out from there and entering into something of your own wouldn't have been an easy decision at all.
So I went to my first job, and the job was fabulous. I really enjoyed my first year because I learned a lot of things, and I was having a very gala time, and my team was fabulous, my work was good. But then after 1 year, I thought that I am doing the same work again and again, and my learning curve stopped. That suffocates me. You are inside your cubicle on a very specific profile and doing your things. So that takes me back to your first or second question where you asked me about passion, right?
Yeah.
So that's where I felt that that's not what I'm passionate about. I'm not passionate about being in a cushiony job where I get my salary paid at month end and my learning curve has stalled. That's when I started Travel Triangle. That's 6 years back, and no day till now I have felt that my day is mundane. Every day there's a different challenge by altogether, and a different. I feel so excited every day going to office that today there's a new problem I have to solve.
That's how I introduce you as well. That you're super excited every day from the day you started Travel Triangle.
And that has to be for you to go through a journey of ups and downs. If you're not passionate about things that you do, then it's very difficult to go through the journey.
Travel Triangle focuses a lot on enhancing customer experience and has a policy of different cultures. So what is this about and how does it impact your work?
I think we're talking two different things. One is culture at Travel Triangle, and second is customer experience. So customer experience is the thing that we are very serious and very important about. In our case, the whole premise is that the traveler gets a better package, better experience, better planning with the expert travel agent. So and then travel being operational, cabs will go wrong, rains will come, flights will get delayed. So we have to be on our toes where we take everything very seriously. So as I told, why I left Yahoo, because for me the visibility was poor. I didn't have a opportunity to do a lot of things. So in Travel Triangle, what we have created is a culture of startup inside startup, and there are various teams involved in it. There's a technical team, the QA team, the designers, the product managers, and then there's an accounts team who is reconciliation. There's a business team who is concerned about travel agent experience. It is not me who is driving my team. That this is a task that you have to do in next 6 months. My team itself is there who is saying this is the visibility I have across various things. My business guy understands the surface level information of technical. Accounts guy understands what is going in technical, because they are all formed as one team. They are aligned to one big problem and they are solving it, putting their best in that, and that is how they grow also.
So our last segment is not Coffee with Current Time. It's called Step on the Fire, and plus we'll give you goodies as well if you answer all the questions.
Awesome.
With rapid fire.
And who decides if my answers are right?
Well, let's start with the segment. So first question, your favorite movie?
Matrix.
Okay. If you're not an entrepreneur, I would be.
So if I'm an entrepreneur, I can be anybody. I mean, I don't have to be an entrepreneur. I can be a sailor, I can be someone who works at McD, or I can be a CEO, or I can be anything. So I don't have a wish list or bucket list that this is what I want to do.
The third, your favorite post-time activity?
Yoga.
Yoga.
Yeah.
Your favorite travel destination?
Nature, pristine natures. I like pristine nature places, especially like if you go to Shimla, Manali and hill station, they're all crowded. It's like Chandni Chowk of Delhi.
So it was a very fun session, and with this we wrap up with all the segments. And as promised, here's your small little goodie bag. Yeah, let's pose one for the photograph. It was great having you, Sanchit, here. So this was the end of the first episode of the Faad 91 show, and I hope you all enjoyed. So thank you to 91 Springboard, Faad Network Private Limited, and Paperweight Entertainment, and to Sanchit.